so good to be back on YouTube. And today I'm going to be sharing what I've been up to and how I got back into writing. So it has been a while since the last I posted on YouTube, and in the last few years, a lot has happened with my personal life and my family and everything. But let's face it, there's always going to be things that get in the way of you trying to write. So I wanted to talk about how I got back into writing after taking a long break so that hopefully for those of you watching who may be in that little bit of break or feeling a little bit like you're not being as creative as you usually are, how you can get back into the rhythm of writing. So today I am sharing 5 different exercises that you can utilize to hopefully spark that creativity and get back into your writing rhythm. And the best part about these exercises is you don't have to share them with anybody but yourself if you choose to. The whole point is to get you back into showing that you can write and you are a good writer and you have good ideas. The first exercise is to rewrite your own story. Now, you may have taken a break for reasons that you wanted to share or not wanted to share. However, it doesn't really matter because this exercise is designed to make it so that you can rewrite your own story. So how exactly do you do that? What I suggest is go ahead and get out a notebook, or you can use your laptop. And what you're going to do is you are simply going to make up the reason that you've taken a break from writing. You can write it in first person or third person, whatever your preference is, but just make up a story as to why you took a break. Were you abducted by aliens and you were pulled into this new world that you've never explored before? Or did you accidentally fall down a rabbit hole and discovered a whole new world that you were trapped in and needed to find your way home? Exercise number 2 is to go on an adventure. Now, this can be really simple. It can be you just going on a walk and observing what you see on your walk. What thoughts are you having? What are you viewing that you've never viewed before? Or it can be something where you visit a new coffee shop. Go ahead and allow yourself to get really immersed in the environment that you're in and start to take notice of what's around you, either items or different moods that you're feeling or different people, and go ahead and try to make a story about what's going on. You can also just take the opportunity to describe what's really going on around you and how you're interacting with this new environment that is not part of your daily routine. In doing so, you'll be able to unlock different emotions and different experiences that you may not give yourself enough time to consider when you're going through your writing routine. And so going on an adventure, even if it's a small one, will help to unlock that creativity. All right, this one is really fun. You'll really like this one. So exercise number 3 is called One Dream, One Nightmare. So it's really simple. All you need to do is go ahead and grab a notebook, or you can use your laptop if you prefer. And what you're going to do is you're going to write a list of 5 dreams that you have. And on the other side, write 5 nightmares or things that just terrify you. And they could be bullet points. You can write them in a sentence. Either way, go ahead and do 5 dreams and then 5 nightmares. And then once you've completed this, look at your list and try to see if there are any one dream and one nightmare that could pair well, and could that be the next story that you want to write. What I really like about this exercise, it allows you as the author to really address the things that you're really passionate about in your dream section, as well as see what kind of fears or what things kind of disturb you on your nightmare section. And pairing those really creates a lot of tension and conflict, which is great in a story. Tip number 4 that you can do as an exercise is to scour the news headlines. Now, this is something that you will find really sparks a lot of inspiration in stories. There have been many authors who have shared that there was something in the news that they read about or watched on TV and that prompted them to write a story that was inspired by this true life event. So one of the ways that you can do this is you can simply go onto your search engine and you can just type up some kind of keyword such as small town murder or small town crime, or you can even do something a little bit creepier, one of those nightmares that we had talked about, and put that into the search engine to see what is in the news category. Go ahead and read through and you'll find that there are these real life stories and events that can really translate into a great story with your imagination. What creative spin could you take on this? And finally, number 5 exercise is a 15-minute free write. Now, I know it can be daunting to just set a timer for 15 minutes and just write right away without any thought. So here's a little advice I have and how you can make this 15 minutes very helpful for you. So what I like to do is if I take my 15 minutes and I break it into 5-minute chunks instead, I like to then take a topic such as my first 5 minutes will be devoted to anything that comes to mind when I think about a certain object. It can be an object that is nearby or something that you just happen to think about. Go ahead and write that so that first 5 minutes is what you dedicate your thought process and your writing to. And just allow yourself to free write whatever comes to mind in those 5 minutes about that object. Then for the next 5 minutes, what I like to do is I like to pick an emotion. And it can be anything that you are experiencing currently or just a strong emotion that you have dealt with. Go ahead and pick that emotion as your topic for your next 5 minutes and just write whatever comes to mind. Finally, with the last 5 minutes that you have, I suggest thinking of a location. This can be one that you have been to. I find that that helps the most because then you're able to really describe on a sensory level what it's like to be there. However, just pick a location and dedicate that as the theme for your last 5 minutes. As a writer, it's completely normal to take breaks, but finally getting back to writing is one of the biggest hurdles. So hopefully you will find these exercises helpful and that you will be able to get back into your writing routine. Don't forget to drop a comment down below and say hello. And until next video, guys, bye!